Hey everybody out there, it's trick tutorial day. So I haven't done a trick tutorial in a little while. I thought I'd make a nice change. The last one I did was for Clearly Gone. If you didn't check that out, do. The video on my channel, the homepage, the I Miss You card trick. I did a tutorial for that a while back called Clearly Gone. But today we're looking at a trick called Future Deck. This is a real beginner friendly trick. It's really easy. It involves almost no sleight of hand. It just a bit of preparation, but it's a really good effect. So hopefully you enjoy watching the trick performance in a moment. And then we'll be back and I'll talk you through how it's done. So enjoy. Hi everybody, Future Deck. Okay, this trick uses a deck of cards, a sharpie and a hat. Would you inspect the hat please? Turn inside out, show it to the camera. Enjoy a bit of free fluff. It's an Easter egg for any fluff fans out there. There you go. And what I'll do is I'll come up and I'll show the camera all the cards. I'll show the spectator all the cards. Okay, what's going to happen is I'm going to take one card and I'm going to write a prediction on it. I'm going to predict what card my helper here today, the beautiful Eleanor, is going to choose. So I take my Sharpie. I take the card of my prediction, I put it in the hat. And then I say to my spectator, just touch any card you like. That one?
Yes,
this
please.
One? That one, you don't want to change your mind?
Nope.
Okay, put it in the hat, please. Okay, so I'll show you again the deck. All different. So now I say to my helper, would you tip the hat out on the table, please? There we go, we have two cards in there. We have my prediction. I've predicted the 10 of clubs. And here we have it. Cool, right? Let's see how it's done. Okay, hopefully you like that. Now, if you want to learn how it's done, stick around. If it's my friend Patrick, he should figure out on his own. You know what you have to do. But otherwise, thanks for watching. Hit subscribe. Keep checking out my videos. Keep letting me know what kind of tricks you want to see. And let's talk about this trick. Right, to do this trick, you will need an old deck of cards and a Sharpie. Now this trick is going to kill a deck of cards. So the book I first found it in, they suggest just get a deck of cards. I would not use a new deck of cards. If you've been doing card magic for a while, you've got an old deck kicking around. An old deck of regular bicycles that are beat up and horrible. Use those. Okay, you're also going to need a Sharpie and an envelope or a hat. In the video I used a hat. An envelope will do just as well. There's no gimmick involved there. And at the end of learning this trick, you're going to sacrifice the deck of cards and a Sharpie. Okay, so just be aware of that. So how's it done? Let's go over the shoulder and find out. Alright then. So you get an old deck of cards. And this trick uses the one ahead principle. Okay, it's really that straightforward. Because you've got your deck, but what they don't know is that you are a move ahead of them. So what you're going to do is you're going to take two cards from a deck. Your chosen card, in this case the 10 of clubs, and any other card, maybe a face card, something nice and bold and a different colour. On every other card of the deck, you're going to write this card's name on the right hand side. Okay, so you're with your Sharpie, you're going to write, in this case, 10 of clubs, and you do it all on the right of each card. It's going to take a while, I'll be honest with you. I was watching some TV while I did it, because you're going to have to do it 50 times, and it's a little bit boring. Now, it's important to make sure it's always on the same side, and about the same size. So in about alignment with there, you see? You don't want it too big. Now, what this lets you do is, when you have an unmarked card on the top, you can show the deck, and it all looks legit, kosher. You can show the whole deck. As long as you don't show it that way. You can do a fan. You can take the deck out of the box and it'll seem really, really legit. Great. And then what you do is you put this card on top and your chosen card somewhere in the middle. And you take the deck out and you either show it in your hands to the spectator, or if you're on a table, you can do a spread. And then you're going to shuffle the deck. Okay, retaining this card at the bottom. And to do that, just keep contact with it as you shuffle. Do a slight pinch, and it will stay at the bottom. Now, most of you probably already know this move. It's pretty much the only move in the trick. And then you say to the spectator that I'm going to predict what card you will pick from the deck. 52 cards, and I can see the future. I'm going to predict your card. Then you go through the deck looking for the one chosen card, in this case the 10 of clubs. You put it on the front. Now, this is the bit where you're going to lose a sharpie. If you are doing it for an audience, you won't be able to control the angle as much. So you need to just iron out the kink by having dried out a sharpie. You take the lid off, leave it out for a couple of days till it's completely dried up. Me doing it on camera, I can control the angle a little better, so I didn't need to. But if you're doing it for an audience, you need it dry because you need to be able to write on the card without leaving a mark. And it'll look a little suspicious from a side angle doing something like this. So if you dry out the pen, you can put it right against. Now this one's not dried out. You would put it right against and pretend to write anything you like. Just think of a card and pretend to write it. So it looks like your hand motions is the same. That's why you're going to kill a Sharpie as well if you're doing this live. Then you take that card and you either put it in an envelope or a hat or whatever you're doing. So in this case, let's use a hat. You go, right, I'll put my prediction in here. Nobody will touch it. They can inspect the hat beforehand or the envelope. It doesn't matter. Then you say to the audience, okay, now you choose a card and you spread off. The only one you don't want to have is this one. So you spread them and they'll pick one. They'll pick one way before you get to the bottom. You go, that one? You want to change your mind? I don't mind. This one? This one? Okay, that one. You want that one? Okay. Don't even look at it. Just put it straight in the hat. And you go, right, so you had free choice. Now you want a little time delay, just a little one. You had free choice. You could have picked any card you like from the deck. You picked that one. So let's see. Take the hat or the envelope and tip it out on the table for me. And they tip it out. And they go, wow, there's my prediction. I wrote the 10 of clubs. What card got pulled? The 10 of clubs. Now, unusually, it happened to be the 10 of spades with it written on. But even if it was a different one that had gone in, they'd be like, here's my prediction I wrote on it. Wow. And that'll blow their mind. It might seem a bit silly when you're talking through, but it will blow their minds. So a few things to remember with this trick, other than just the method. The setup, chosen card in the middle, unmarked card, preferably a face card that's a different colour on the front. Now, if you're going to perform this for friends, you can only perform it once, really, because otherwise people go, why is it always the 10 of clubs that you're finding? The only other way to do it, if you've got a stack of beaten up decks, have them. You could set a few different versions up, a 3 of hearts and all whatnot deck. Don't do it in the pocket, because if you said to the spectator, put this in your pocket, now put this on your pocket, they'll remember which order they put them in their pocket in, which one was on top. You need them, and that time delay, in the envelope or the hat, because that way people lose track of which card's on top of which card. And then when you say just tip it out, they just fall out. And they go, okay, there's 2 cards. They don't know which one they picked. They did it blind. You've predicted it without anybody seeing it. It would work the same in the envelope. This is a fancy envelope from a stationery set, because it's the only one I could find. But they would put the 2 cards in the envelope. They don't know which one's on top. They're just going, okay, tip them out. Even better if it's an envelope, because you can tip them out like this. You can go, okay, what have we got? Oh, you best to pick the 10 of clubs. There's no writing on that one. Whoa. Cool, right? It's called Future Deck. So I hope you like that. It's a nice, simple, easy trick. Just remember, it's going to kill a deck and it's going to kill a Sharpie. Otherwise, have fun with it, experiment with it, and subscribe. And I hope you liked it. See you next time. Bye, everyone.